Good day. Hope everybody out there is having a good one. If it's your first time to the channel, what we do here is we follow people's suggestions rather than following algorithms. It's let us to find music from all over the world and places and stuff that we never would have found any other way. Guaranteed you're going to find something on this channel that you never knew existed or never knew that you needed in your life. You're going to find a band or an artist. You're going to be like, yeah, well, this is my new favorite thing. And yeah. That's what this is all about, is finding new music and sharing it with the rest of the folks. So it's strange how, like, opened up to the world we are, but how, like, we get closed off into these bubbles. And in every area of life, it's weird. We get, like, bubbled off. And I think the algorithm has a lot to do with those bubbles. So when you break free of that, you kind of find a way to hack the algorithm. And oddly enough, you hack the algorithm with humans. Yeah, who would have thought? I know it's a funny, novel idea, but this is a band right here that we've been keeping an eye on for quite some time. Very underrated band, and I guess this is, I gotta check this out, because I'm an anime fan. Rock is a lady's Modesty opening theme song, so I need to go find that. Is that on like Crunchyroll or something? I'm not gonna, I'll find it. But this is BAND-MAID, Ready to Rock. Now, they have a brand new album out. They did a video with the warning. They got all sorts of awesome stuff to check out. If you want to take the showdown version, dip into the playlist that we got of them. But please follow the links and go check them out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's check this out. I know it's going to be awesome. So, BAND-MAID, Ready to Rock. I'm ready. Let's rock. Anytime now. Jesus. That intro, man. Wow. See the mix of cool stuff they got going on. Coolest bassist in the world right there. This is Jesus. I can see why this is a theme song. Dude. The song goes hard, man. It's like, a step delay thing. Nice. That was really cool. I gotta get the chairs and desks stacked up with that. That's bad. Dude! Dude! That was awesome, dude. Like, it just goes like hard from like beginning to end. I could totally see why they wanted that as a theme song, because you could just take like a little piece of it and be like, boom, there's our theme song. Wow, dude. Okay, all right, a little bit to rip apart here because there's a lot to dig into. One of the cool things that you get right off the bat, like listening to it. See how that? We got like a rockin', poppy, metal, almost thrashy stuff going on all at the same time. It's just, and oh man, the whole stage thing at the end, that's just way cool. And the drums, man, this whole song just, goes. And they did say, I had like seen interviews and clips of them talking about how like this new album was going to be pretty rocking. And, I don't want to sound like a jerk, but it's like any band's going to say that, oh, this next album's going to be awesome. No band comes out and says, yeah, this next album, complete shit. Nobody says that. But, when like nowadays, it's like when a band says, hey, this next album's going to be like pretty rocking, it's going to be pretty rocking. And especially when these, and now that's, oh, okay. Get a little out of myself here. Too excited. Whoa. Now, love the way the wicked cool concept for the video. It's like, it's got this old school vibe, but brought in like to today's, it reminds me of like the audience is listening with Steve Vai and at school and everything, but way cooler. And Steve Vai wishes that video was this cool, but that's a whole different thing. But this goes just as hard as that song. Now, if you haven't heard that song, Steve Vai, the audience is listening, you've probably heard it, you just don't know it. But go check out that song. It's like the song that put Steve Vai on the map, as a solo guitarist. That really, like, they played that on MTV like at least 5 times a day. You saw it. Like if you were awake, and had MTV on, that song at least 5 times that thing got played. And it's just a great song, and you're gonna come in and show us that nice music you've been telling us all about. And he comes in and just blasts, and it's just great. And this is reminiscent of that, but in a way cooler way. And one thing that it's kind of neat how they're, in a way, they remind me of like they're the opposite of Love Bites and Garb and stuff. How Love Bites is always like white. They always seem to present with some more blacks. They got some white in there, but usually black based Garb. And just awesome. And I love the basses, the way she moves, her outfit, everything. Love it. The bass, the whole thing. And that's the thing that's cool too, is they have such a cool, they can sound rocking when they want to and still be like, it's hard to maintain being all those things without it sounding forced. And they put all of that just in that one song. Like you can pick out like at least 3-4 genres solid, and then there's other ones, there's a little dab here and there of it, but this really you're gonna be hard pressed to really find bands that are putting out this kind of energy or whatever, that aren't like, like grindcore or, metalcore or the stuff, whatever cores they got out. This is, people that are like, that grew up with, the rocky musics and the Aerosmith and stuff, but are getting, into a lot more of these, newer bands or whatever, but still like some of that, the stuff that's, you're reminiscent of the old rock bands or whatever that you grew up with, say the Gen Xers or whatever. This, check out Japan. Japan's got a lot of awesome stuff. They got such a diverse amount of music, and in their music, it's so diverse. It's like within any given song, it's like, did we just hear like 10 genres in one song? Yes. Yes, we did. Because Japan. That's, yeah. And really, and I mean that in the best of ways. I mean, they just have so much more like freedom musically, it feels. Like whenever I hear, like bands like Hanabi and all them other bands too, like it's like they're just free to do, and put in like, we want to put in a bicycle bell. Why? Because. All right, fair enough. Get this woman a bicycle bell stat. Wait, why are we getting a bicycle bell? Because they need it after guitar solo, idiot. What? I mean, really. It's just, yeah, this is awesome stuff. And you need to check out more from this band. I cannot say enough about, like, just the cool mixture of things. And this young lady right here is another. You want to talk about underrated musicians, and I know that, music being this regional thing, it's like, when they say, oh, these, people deserve to be recognized, I think we're at a point now that we can kind of recognize things globally and really open up the scope, because let's not pretend that these, like, labels don't have their hands in other industries all around the world. There's a Spanish version of a lot of, like, Columbia Records and stuff like that. Columbia Records Spain, Columbia Records. They, for an example, and I just think that we need to start really, and it will open up people's worlds to so many different, and I'm not saying that like music here or whatever can get mundane, but stuff can get formulaic. And it's like, oh, here comes the drop. Yeah. And in about 30 seconds, it's going to be a hard roll. And then they're just going to, kill it with some awesome riffage. And it's cool, but predictable. And sometimes, it's like, it loses its luster after a while when you've never heard the song, but you can almost predict what's coming next in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. Not so much with, bands like BAND-MAID, Love Bites, Hanabi, and those are just tiny examples. And, and that's not even, getting in to the baby metal areas or any of that. I mean, that's, like corporate compared to some of the other stuff that we're finding in Japan. And I'm a big fan of baby metal. But they, I think, get way, like, too much of the attention is diverted just to them. And there's way more coming out of that area that deserves just as much attention, if not more. Because it's just, yeah. And I think there's also some music too. And I think, baby metal really struck that cool thing where they're like, these two cool opposing things that come together. So it's this new thing. But I also think that, there's these bands coming out of Japan that they'll grab the new people with the new metals and all that, but they'll also grab the older generation that, wants some new rock and awesome bands. And here you go. if you are looking for a new awesome rockin' band to put in your collection, or check out, please go check these ladies out. We'll have you all linked up in the description below. Of course, we'll have you linked up to a playlist that we have of them if you want to take the shorthand version. But I highly recommend just clicking the YouTube link or the link to their website and go and check them out, because you are, if you like this, yeah, yeah, go. Like, comment, subscribe to all the YouTube things, and please comment a band or an artist above anything. I mean, you know, if that's what we're trying to do here, is, you know, expose people to more you know, areas of music, and more music and stuff from all around the areas. People can get tunnel vision and not even realize it. You can be, you know, you could be being pigeonholed by, you know, labels or by a conglomerate that, you know, steers audiences. This shit happens, and you need to break out of that. And the way that you break out of that is to, you know, follow people's suggestions. Actually listen to humans instead of robots. I guarantee, you know, algorithms just aim to please, and they aim to keep you watching. I aim to show you some more music from all over the place. You don't have to like it all, but I guarantee you will like some of it. So take a look around, and let me know what you think. And again, please comment an artist or somebody we should be checking out, and if you subscribe, we'll see you in the next one. But above all, have a great day out there. Hope it's going as good as it possibly can be. We got tons more news, reviews, reacts, all sorts of awesome stuff in the works. Like I said, take a look around, and let us know what you think we've done with the place, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, everybody. Go check out BAND-MAID.